Hello and welcome to Theology on Tap. Today I was going to make a video sharing a story about a fly and a spider and comparing that to the teachings of Jesus Christ and the religion that followed after Jesus. That's Christianity. But I kind of want to also talk about it, compare that story of a spider and a fly with what's going on in the United States of America, where you have people who are in charge and that mostly, the leftist, the communist and the socialist, how they're colluding with the mainstream media, definitely, for sure. All right, it's kind of funny how some shows on CNN says they're not biased. That is hilarious. Social media, what's going on with all the YouTube, Facebook, to everything else. Hollywood, with all the actors that are socialist and a communist, and now even athletes they're attacking capitalism, hating on President Trump for one reason or the other. And they and there's also have different groups like Antifa, Black Lives Matter, social justice warriors that are out there. I mean, it's just well organized group. All right, and they're kind of like religion in a way. Okay, let's do it this way. Religion, Christianity. I'm going to use Christianity as an example because I'm a Christian, right? Christianity is very well organized as well. Churches are all around the world. They're all connected one way or the other. We have so many different denominations. There's the Catholic Church and the Eastern Orthodox and a bunch of others preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. At the same time, they're controlling the way people act by saying, well, Jesus wants you to do this and Jesus doesn't want you to do that. They're very law-based, and they do that by making you, and I think the reason why they do that is to make sure that the people like me who are a Christian, that we constantly, every single day, feel that we're nothing but sinners, that we're no good. We got to do something for Christ in order to, deserve salvation. And there's a bunch of different theologies that are out there. But, however, it seems like, they're in control of everyday people. Just like the socialist who wants to take control of everyday people by turning on each other and at the same time collecting all the money in the world, and they're going to distribute it the way they see fit. Of course, people who are rich and whatever, they're always going to be rich. Look around the world, and we'll see how socialism and communism hurts everyday people. It hurts them, takes away their freedom, takes away the ability to work and provide for the family. It's terrible. So I want to say that religion, people in charge of Christianity, and people who are in charge of trying to turn America to socialist, communist country, all right, they're like the spider. They're like the spider that spends the night spinning its web, trying to catch people, right? Catch a fly, that is. Catch a fly so they could eat them, all right? And then everyday people like me, who has to work every single day in order to make the payments to live and whatnot. As a Christian, I just want to enjoy my relationship with Jesus. And everyday people are like the fly, right? We like our freedom. We want to be able to go out and find work and to enjoy life. And we're just like a fly flying around, minding our own business. And then when these messages, all right, from, let's say, from Christian leaders are saying we're no good, we're a bunch of sinners, and we don't do enough for God, and we hear these messages from the socialists and communists telling us how everybody's a racist and a misogynist, and we're bigots and we're no good, capitalism sucks and all that kind of stuff. And we hear these messages, and we actually get entangled in a web, right? And that's what I feel like right now, is that people that are rioting, people that are going against one another, people we're literally going into, just because some politician said to do it, we're actually literally finding people who are conservatives, like Candis Owen, what happened to her, just eating breakfast, and there's a bunch of people coming around yelling and screaming and calling a bunch of names. And what was interesting about that one was it was a bunch of Anglos, whites, saying, telling a black person that she was a racist, which is kind of backwards, isn't it? However, if you're a fly that is caught in a web of lies or whatever it may be, right? Then we get angry at one another. We're no longer out in the world flying, minding our own business, doing what's best for us. We're trapped, basically, and that's how I feel like a lot of the people in America is right now. All right, when I drive for Lyft and trying to give a bunch of people a ride and stuff, and a lot of people don't know that much about politics. I say half of them don't, and I like that. They're the flies flying around, enjoying life, working hard to pay their bills and stuff. They don't have time to get involved with all the other fights that's going on in the world. But then there's the other half that is very much opinionated and stuff that are cut in the web. Right? So what I want to be able to say is, people who are caught in the web, you got to set yourself free. Don't get caught in the web of lies. Even if it's not a lie, let's say, even if like people are trying to live out their truth, they're telling their truth, let's say, don't get caught up in that kind of collusion that's going on in America right now for the left. Don't get so caught up that we start hating one another. We start calling each other a bunch of names. Don't get caught up with that. Okay? Because if you get angry about what's going on with politics and things like that, you're caught in the web. Don't get caught by that. Just fly away if you can. All right? Just fly away. Don't get bothered by what they're doing to us, because it is a spider. They're trying to get us. You see, that's how I see that story of a spider and a fly. That's how I see it. And the reason why we need to is that at least when we're a fly, we don't really see the trap of the spider web. That we're just flying around, minding our own business and enjoying our time and the freedom that we have. But the spider, the one that is colluding together to come against us so they could push their agenda, the spider, when they spin their web, you see, they are already trapped in their own web. They don't have freedom, right? They're yelling and screaming about how unfair everything is because they are trapped in their own ideology. They're not free, you see. And why do you want to be trapped into their trap that they're already trapped in? It doesn't make that much sense. All right? So if you get angry at other human being, just because of our ideas are different, just because you think you have a better idea, then you're trapped already. And don't worry about all these people in power who wants to control us by setting a trap, right? Because they are trapped already in the trap that they're setting. They don't have freedom. They're miserable. And I guess that's why they want to trap us into their misery. Don't let that happen. Now, when it comes to Jesus Christ and his teachings and religion, I say the same thing. The religious leaders that want to control the theology and be able to say who's Christian and who's not, who's going to heaven, who's not going to go to heaven. The one that says, oh, doing this is is good because Christ, okays it. All right, don't do these things because if you do, then you're gonna be bound by the pain of hell forever. All these different theologies that are out there. There are religious people in charge. They're just miserable beings. They don't know Jesus anymore. That's what I think, anyways. They're the spider, trapped in their own trap, right? So if you're a believer of Jesus Christ, don't mind all the theology. The spirit that raised Jesus from the dead is within you. That's what the Bible says. And Jesus actually said it, right? He said, and when the spirit comes, you're not going to really even need teachers anymore because the spirit would lead and guide you. Be free from the bondage of theological differences that are out there, because the one that wants to control everyday people like us to follow them, all right, they are trapped in their own web and they're not very happy about it, right? So don't get trapped. So I guess in the story of a spider and a fly, I guess you could say you feel sorry for the fly that's trapped, I guess, in the web. But we never think of spider, who is also trapped in its own web. Can't fly away. So I guess freedom, what I'm trying to say, freedom is the best thing. Enjoy it. Don't let anyone else try to take away your freedom by trapping you into their own trap that they're already trapped in. Be free. I think that will be the message of Jesus Christ. For if Christ has set you free, you're free indeed. Right? Don't follow other people who wants to trap you. All right. Well, that was on my mind yesterday, so I thought I'll make a video about that today. Hope that made sense. All right. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.